Imagine this. You wake up, step outside, and your city is underwater. Not just a little flooded, but completely submerged. The sea didn't just rise a few centimeters, it rose a full 10 meters. Entire coastlines have vanished. Hundreds of millions of people have been displaced. What would happen to our world if sea levels rose by 10 meters? Welcome to What If, where we dive deep into the world of impossible questions to uncover their terrifying truths. A 10-meter rise in sea level would mean one catastrophic thing. Both the Greenland and West Antarctic ice sheets have melted completely. These two colossal ice masses hold enough frozen water to raise global seas by more than 13 meters. Now, this wouldn't happen overnight. We're talking about a process that could take centuries. But if global temperatures continue to climb beyond our control, this grim future becomes almost inevitable. The ice sheets, once thought permanent, are already showing signs of instability. Giant cracks are forming, glaciers are accelerating, and colossal icebergs are calving into the ocean at an alarming rate. Each piece that breaks away is another drop in a bucket that's already overflowing. The science is clear. As the planet warms, the ice melts, and the oceans rise. The only question is how fast and how far. A 10-meter rise would completely redraw the world map. Let's start with the cities. Some of the most iconic and populated places on Earth would simply disappear beneath the waves. Bangkok, a city of over 10 million people, would be gone. New York City, the financial capital of the world, would see Wall Street become a waterway. London, with its rich history, would be submerged. Shanghai, one of the world's largest ports, would vanish. And it's not just the megacities. Mumbai, Ho Chi Minh City, Alexandria, Miami, the list goes on and on. In total, over 800 million people, which is nearly 1/10 of all humanity, would lose their homes. Entire nations like the Maldives or Tuvalu in the Pacific would cease to exist, wiped off the map forever. This would trigger a refugee crisis on a scale humanity has never, ever faced. Where would all these people go? The social and political chaos would be unimaginable. The world would look completely different, not just in terms of its cities, but its very geography. In Asia, vast fertile regions would be lost. Vietnam's Mekong Delta, a rice bowl for millions, would be underwater. Most of Bangladesh, one of the most densely populated countries on Earth, would be inundated. Southern China, a hub of global manufacturing, would be gone. Over in North America, the entire state of Florida would vanish, along with significant parts of the Gulf Coast and California's coastal plains. Europe wouldn't be spared either. The Netherlands, a country famous for its battle against the sea, would lose the fight. London and Amsterdam? Gone. Humanity would be forced into a great retreat, moving inland and to higher ground. New megacities might rise in mountain regions, carved out of landscapes that were once considered remote. Our borders, our economies, and even our cultures would be rewritten by the rising tide. But losing land is just the beginning of the nightmare. The devastation would trigger a catastrophic chain reaction. Salt water would seep into underground aquifers, contaminating the freshwater sources that billions of people and entire agricultural systems rely on. Widespread crop failures would lead to unprecedented food shortages and global famine. The climate itself would become more violent. A warmer ocean fuels stronger storms. Hurricanes and typhoons would become more frequent and more powerful. We'd see heavier rainfall, more extreme flooding, and longer, deadlier heat waves. The natural world would suffer immensely. Coral reefs, the rainforests of the sea, would die off, causing the collapse of marine food chains that feed millions. In this new world, humanity would enter a new age, not one of progress, but one of desperate adaptation and survival. Perhaps we'd build floating cities, artificial islands, or even undersea habitats, not as science fiction dreams, but as necessities. So what if sea levels rose by 10 meters? We'd lose our coasts, our homes, and our sense of security. It would be a world defined by loss, conflict, and a constant struggle against a changed planet. But we would also be forced to learn and to adapt. We'd be reminded that the choices we make today, right now, are what will decide the world we live in tomorrow. The ocean is rising. The question is, will we rise with it? This is What If, imagining the unimaginable to remind us of what's still possible to save. Thanks for watching. If you've ever wondered about the big questions, make sure to subscribe and join us again.